Changed my life. I was in the trap OG, serving out white. Think about it day to day, day and night. Last night I had a drink, and it felt so right. In the trap was serving fiends. But work on triple B. Big 40 in my jeans.
Yes, sir. Yo. Hip Hop Meets Hoops.
Welcome to another episode of Hip Hop Hoops. I am your host, Anthony Iguodaro. I got my host with me. Mr. Woods is in the building.
What up? Let's go.
Listen, we got a guest co-host.
A guest
today.
co-host.
Guest co-host.
Something different.
Yeah, something we never done before.
2022, man.
you know,
Come on, we switching it up on
This
them.
is the correct man to be here.
Bottom line.
Mr. Dion Horsford is in the
Coach.
building, everybody.
The mad
Let's
scientist.
go.
Thank
The
you.
mad scientist.
I'm honored.
Yes.
I'm honored. You know,
You hear the fans? They're cheering. Yes.
I wanted to be here for a long time, but I'm glad. I appreciate it. I love your show. Keep killing it, man.
Appreciate it.
Come on, man.
Appreciate it. Thank you, brother.
Only up from here.
Only
Many
up,
blessings.
man. Only up, man.
Listen,
Glad
man,
to
we got your young one here.
Yes.
The handles in the building. Listen,
Yes.
man.
Come on,
Mark
man.
my word. Up next.
Up next.
If you don't know, you're gonna know.
sir.
Up next.
I'm not asking you.
I'm telling you.
I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Dion, man, I've been knowing you for a long time,
Yes.
man. You've been a hooper.
Yeah.
When you want to talk about ultra explosive guards, like this was the guy before the guy, before
Yes.
the Derrick Roses and before the John
Yes.
Morants. As we know, it was, yourself.
Yeah.
Flying, dunking, you know what I mean? Tell the people, you are Memo's finest, man.
Yeah. You know what? It was because people said I couldn't. You know what I mean? Oh, you're too small. You're not gonna be able to do that. And I'm like, why not? Why not? You know what I mean? I was like, why not? So I always just did that. And we grew up riding bikes and running everywhere and walking everywhere. So all that just power came.
Yeah,
and
the
then
legs
once
were
it
well
happened,
strung.
And you know this. Once you dunk once, it's like it's
a done deal.
It's a done deal,
Crack
right?
the
So
code.
I love the game. I love what the game has done for me. I love that, I'm still involved in the game. And I love that I can still give back. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's like I always wanted to be in a position where I could just go back to the community and help and share the knowledge. I always say, when I learn, I teach. You know what I mean? So I just do that, and I continue to do that to this day. And I'm doing that with kids, the players you guys know,
Yes.
kids still. I'm gonna continue to do it. Grind.
I ain't gonna front, man. I got my son. I called Dion, Coach Dion, the mad scientist, man, and he's helped out my son.
Yeah.
Who's a great
I'm
fight.
getting Jazzy mentally prepared for this summer.
Yes,
She's next.
Let's go.
She's next.
You're
She's
getting
up. She's up. She's up.
She's next.
Definitely.
And you know
Yes.
what? Like you guys, like for me, I bring them how they are. Like, I don't care if you've never dribbled the ball before. This is the first time. You just think you want to play. Just come as you are. I'm like a church.
Bottom line.
Come as you are.
Hallelujah.
And I'm gonna help you out because I believe that everybody has a right to good training. Everybody. And I'm not one of those people that say, if you're not at a certain level, you can't train with me. It doesn't matter. And we've been in positions where we've seen it. Like, we've been at rec centers where they hire someone who's good at an interview but wasn't good at the game.
Facts.
You know what I mean? The kids...
We know a lot of those.
You're right. So the kids that are getting taught is from, really a person that knows nothing about the game.
Bottom line.
So I was working with the city of Toronto, and then I was like, this doesn't make any sense because they were determining my worth, right? You know what I mean? Like, you're going to pay me $19 an hour and I have to, and I'm doing all the work. You know what I mean? So I said, I hated the restrictions. I couldn't make them travel without permits, like the teams that I was working with.
Right.
I couldn't get into the gym anytime I wanted. Like, that bothered me.
Yeah.
So I dipped. I was like, I'm out of here. Oh, you're crazy. You're leaving the city.
You get those lines
You know what I mean? Like,
sometimes.
you're leaving the city, the seniority. I don't care about all that stuff. You know what I mean? I just want to do it my way.
Facts.
So, I just did it my way. I got 2 partners that I'm working with. And we developed skills basketball, Charlene Grant and Garth Grant.
Hey, the skills lab, we see you, baby.
Right.
Come on now.
So, and trust me, it's a grind, but it's worth it. You know what I mean? And we just decided like we're gonna try to change the game and help as many as we can. And there is no, let me say this about, because I think there's sometimes a misconception, right? That us as trainers, and like we're competing, and we're not. Like,
No.
I'm cool with everybody. You know
Bottom
what I
line,
mean?
that you are.
David Tyndale.
OG.
You know what I mean? Jelania,
OG.
I can ball.
I love him.
Seti.
OG.
You know what I mean? Like Nat.
OG, triple OG.
Mitchell, you know what I mean?
Come on,
My
now.
guy.
Yes,
you know
sir.
what I mean? Like Justin at Dream Check. I'm cool.
Yes.
Like I'm cool with we collab, we talk,
Yes.
you know what I mean? Like
How it should be.
yeah,
That's how it
it's
should
supposed
be,
to
man.
Because there's so much kids. There's so much kids. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm willing to learn. I'm here to learn. If people want to learn off me, that's cool too. So that's how I'm
Yo,
doing.
I compare you guys like to the Serb check. There's like so much money out there. There's so many kids out there. Everybody can eat.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Was that a bad comparison? I'm just saying.
I want to know why women, because you talk about you're involved with women's basketball
Yeah.
more than the guys.
Yes,
Why
yeah.
women?
The women's game, it for too long it's been ignored, right? And you guys know how I feel about Cheyenne,
Yes.
right?
Yes,
like
sir.
Cheyenne, top 10 point guard in Canadian history of all time. Yeah, I said I'm not asking y'all, I'm telling y'all,
He ain't
shit,
asking.
right?
He's
Not asking,
telling you.
right?
He's telling you.
And the reason being, because I seen the journey, right? And I watched it where she was coming up and she first started, and no one will go out and watch, right? And I'll go out and watch. I'm seeing this girl's dope, and just watch her growth. And she was in the gym constantly,
Yes.
right? So my daughter was seeing that,
Yeah.
like constantly working. So she upped the ante. Now she's killing women at like 13, 14, like killing, skill and kill.
I like that skill and kill.
And
Hashtag.
I'm like, yo, that's the standard. So everybody was seeing it, and they're like, yo, we gotta keep up. But by the time they try to catch up, she was
too late. Too late. She was done.
You know
Far
what I mean?
too good.
And I'm looking at it, and I'm just watching these coaches, and she's small. She looks, you know what I mean? She's not that 6'2" girl who's a
Right.
unicorn that everybody
Yeah.
wants. She's small. She's like regular, and these coaches are loving her.
Yeah.
Skill and kill. She's killing everybody.
Yes.
And then by the time she got to like high school, like prep school, it was over.
She was
It
laughing.
was over.
It was over. It was
laughing.
over.
Top 10.
Top 10. Easy.
Top 10.
Easy.
You know what I
Easy.
mean?
Over.
And so I just want people to go out and support these ladies. They work just as hard as the guys.
Yes, they do.
Right? They deal with more than the guys. They do more and get less.
Right.
Right? Like I see it. The guys don't put, let me rephrase it. There's guys that are out there that's doing the work on a daily basis.
Right.
Right? But these girls are out there because they know they gotta do more to get that little attention that they
Right.
get. And it's dirt to me. It's just dirt.
I have a feeling that's going to change in the
It-
coming
it's
years,
changing.
man.
It's
Slowly but
changing.
surely.
It is.
It
It's
is changing.
WNBA is saying doing too much.
Yo, real talk. Real
It's
talk.
changing because the thing is, like, people, the right people are in play now, right? You have like Marlo
Oh, shout out Marlo Davis.
Davis, Shane Bosco,
Shane, yes.
David Tyndale. They works with a lot of girls. Justin works with a lot of
Yes,
girls.
yes.
You know what I mean? Like now these guys are bringing these girls in. You know what I mean? And now it's like there's a standard. Okay, it's not like, oh, she's a girl. Let's do it.
Nope.
No, it's like, yo, get it done.
Get it
boo.
done.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
So,
sir.
it's good. I'm gonna always be an advocate for the women's game, and I think it's growing, it's getting better, and my daughter's part of it, so I'm happy that
yes.
she's part of the game.
Speaking of which,
Yeah. D Handles is in the building, everybody.
come on, man.
Yes,
That's the IG name
Yes,
right there.
sir.
That's the IG right name. She killing it.
Yes, killing it.
Thank you.
Tell everybody who you are. Who are you?
My name is Dinara Horsford, aka Deedy Handles. I'm
Yes.
a 12-year-old that loves this game. You can find me on Instagram.
You're
at
damn
Deedy
right.
Handles. Yes, sir.
Follow her
Follow.
now.
Trust me. You will not be disappointed. She got game, man.
Yes, sir.
And who do you play for?
I play for Brampton Warriors. I just recently got selected to play for the Keeners national team.
Kia Nurse.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Ah, big time. Big
That's
time.
big time right there, man.
Yeah.
So,
Yes, sir.
so your game reminds me of Shy's, obviously.
Yes,
I
sir.
see the similarities. You know what I mean? And as
Yes, sir.
small guards, I'm for it all day, every day. Just like your pops. You don't know how that goes already. So do you get that comparison often?
Yes, like that's my big sis, man. You know, I've been to one of her games. I've been to every one of her games ever since I was little, man. I
Yeah.
learn off her, you know.
Yes. Yes.
What kind of advice has she given you?
You know, to stay tough mentally. You know, it's not over, even though you're like down by so much.
Right.
I handle the pressure. She's been through a lot of pressure, you know.
Look at that. And how old are you again?
12.
Look at that. She's talking like that at 12. Dealing with adversity. No matter the score, you play hard.
Yes, sir.
Right? And I know
Yes,
Pop
sir.
shows you that all day, every day.
Yep.
The game's not over till that final horn sounds
Yep.
off. So I respect that. So who are some of your favorite WNBA and NBA players?
You know, I got Diana Taurasi, Maya Moore, and Sue Bird.
Yes.
I got John Morant, Steph Curry, and Kyrie Irving.
And Kyrie?
Yes, sir.
No Freddie?
Nope.
Not yet. All right, it's okay. It's okay.
Freddie
It's
who?
okay.
Oh, Freddie. Sorry, Freddie.
Freddie All-Star, man. All right.
When you said Freddie too quick, that's what I was thinking.
He's not a first name guy yet.
He's not a first name
We
guy
gotta say
yet.
his full name.
He
Not yet.
still got to pay his dues. Understood.
So how often do you work out? Like how often are you in the gym working out?
Every day, man. Like, in order for
Every
me to
day.
get better, you know, I got to be in the gym every day, put in the work, man.
Right.
Rep
No.
by rep, you know?
Rep by rep, man. No, real talk, man. Like I said,
I see some of her stuff that she's doing in the gym, and it's like,
you're
you
doing
know,
that
at 12, I couldn't even do that. I'm just
feel
gonna
me?
be honest. At 12, I couldn't do that stuff.
It's all the hard work, man.
That's
It's
it.
all the hard
No.
work.
We
I
see
love
it,
it. I
man.
love it.
And you're doing it with a smile. I
Yes,
mean, this
sir.
smile right here can light up a whole room.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
So
sir.
keep doing what you're doing. Super
Absolutely.
proud of you. The journey's far from over.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Shout out to like some of the people that help her out. You know what I
know.
mean? Because go ahead. Sorry.
Shout out to Coach David, my skills and training coach.
Yes.
Shout
He's
out
a
to
problem right there.
I know. Shout out to Coach Mike, my
Yes.
strength and conditioning coach.
You know, Big Mike.
That Big Mike.
Mike. Shout out
Yes,
Big
you already
Mike.
know Big Mike.
Yeah.
Big Mike. Shout out to Coach Leon, my head coach.
Yes.
My dad, obviously.
Shout out
Of course.
Leon.
The mad scientist over there.
Yes.
You know, shout out to Uncle Nat.
Yes, another mad
Shout out
scientist
Nat.
over there.
Yes, sir.
That's the Raptors assistant right there. Don't sleep.
Yes, sir. And shout out to Uncle Marlo.
Yes,
sir.
Shout
you
out
know what I
Marlo.
mean?
My
One of
soon-to-be
Finch's
coach.
finest. Represents Amesbury all day, but you don't know Finch finest right there.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right, so what's next for you?
Mike, I'm still continuing the season with my Brampton Warrior girls, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out Leon, Malton guy.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. And this summer, I'm playing for the Kinder national team. This is my first AAU season.
Nice.
And this
Nice.
fall, I'm going to Crestwood, you know?
That's it. It's a
Yes,
done
sir.
deal.
I'm
That is
excited.
amazing.
I'm excited.
So,
Let's
so
go.
how old do you have to be? Is there a certain age you have to be to play AU basketball with women? Is there?
No. Well, it's with her. She's doing the U13 this summer. I think the thing what happened with Richard Nurse, we actually last summer we went to Humber just to watch them practice when they had the EYBL teams, girls
Right.
teams, right? And we went in there, her and I, because Marlon invited us, and we're just looking, and then she was at awe with everything that was happening, because at Humber College, she's watching all these players, and she's like, awe. And then Richard comes up to me and says, yo, she looks like she wants to play. And she's like, yeah, I want to play.
God.
I want to play right now.
Yeah.
And he
Straight up.
said, don't worry, I'm going to do something for you next summer. But I didn't pay no mind. I was just like,
Right.
I'm going to do something for your age group next summer. Trust me. So fast forward, when it came around and this came about, it was like, oh, okay. He's actually doing it. So it was a surprise, because it wasn't really talked about. It was just
Right.
he's made that comment and then it happened.
And it
So
happened.
it was good.
Nice.
sir.
Dope.
All right, man.
Well, everybody, go follow D Handos on Instagram,
Please.
man.
You will
She
not
up
be disappointed.
Next. Let's
Up
go.
next, man.
Yes, sir. Yes,
All
sir.
right.
Listen, man, we this is the first show back for the new year.
You did?
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's the first show.
man, I feel special.
Yeah, man.
Special, special.
Let's bring in the new
Yeah.
year right.
Yes, we're gonna start off with play of the week. Who do you have?
Who do I
Sir,
have, man?
Play of the week.
I got Scotty Barnes. The first time we played Miami.
Oh my god.
Scotty Barnes,
Scotty
he
Barnes.
tapped into his inner Giannis. You've been hearing the Giannis
Oh, when he
comparisons.
pushed-
When he pushed it
That was a good play.
from baseline to baseline,
Yeah.
basically. Dunked over two Dunked over 2 Miami
That
Heat
should've been an
players.
and one. I don't
Should have
think
been
they
an
called a
and.
foul,
I think they called it. It should have been a flagrant. Because if that was anybody else, any superstar, those 2 players would have been kicked out the
I
game.
don't remember them even calling a foul.
I think they did. They called the foul, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, definitely Scotty Barnes, my rookie of the year, coast to coast, tapping into that inner Giannis.
Player of the week.
Let's go. Play of the week on my end.
Oh my
Dion, who you got, man? Player of the week,
It was
sir.
easy for me. It was DeMar DeRozan getting dunked on by Jalen Suggs, man. That was ridiculous. Did you see that?
That was 2 foot. That was mean.
And I appreciate
That
it
was
more.
mean.
Look at that right here.
Oh, bam.
You know what I mean?
Gosh.
I appreciate it more because
DeRozan on the floor.
God.
when a
Felt kind of bad.
when a dunker gets dunked on, it's like
Yes.
it's something different, and
Jeez.
I don't mind the reaction, man. When you dunk on someone like that,
Look at
something
that.
crazy.
Tantros, you're a sellout, man. That was your former teammate.
Look at this, man. Look at this replay right here, cutting through off of 2. Get out my way.
my gosh.
And
That
he
was
fell
about me.
at 1. Look at that.
That
Look,
angle's
look.
crazy.
You know what? DeRozan,
Oh,
at that
hold
time, DeRozan is like, I'm not going to make this.
Right.
You know what I mean? You know when you jump, you're just
Yeah.
like,
It's
like,
I'm
why
getting
did I
this
jump?
block. And
know
it's like,
what?
you know what? And you change your mind, but it's too late.
I can't relate.
That's what happened.
I just slapped glass. Like when I got a chance to slap glass, that's when I felt like I had hops. But you know, I can't relate to you guys right there with a dunking.
My play of the week is Westbrook dunking on Rudy Gobert.
That was a mean dunk, man.
Yes, yes.
Considering the media been shitting on him a lot, you know what I
That's
mean?
okay. That's okay.
Give it to him, man.
He needed that.
He needed that.
He definitely needed this dunk.
That was a big dunk right
They
there.
won that game
He's
also.
like, come on, man.
Russ been sus this season, but but after that little talk that he had with Shaq, I feel like it kind of like
kinda woke
it was
him
like
up.
a little
He-
therapy.
Oh, the little therapy. He
got
needs
better.
it because there ain't nobody talking to him. It looks like it, man.
man. It's
No one's giving him that love right now, man.
Go.
Everybody's hitting on Westbrook.
I feel that
even,
too. I
even
feel it.
LeBron, like they're hitting on LeBron for being too good, man. Like seriously.
Hey, slow down, slow
right,
down.
LeBron's all right. He's all right. He's having an eye year.
Yo, Team Watch, who do you got, man? Woods?
Man,
Who you
I got the Phoenix Suns, man. Let's
Phoenix
not
Suns?
sleep, man. I think they only lost 9 games. They're 30 and change and 9 losses. You know what I mean? They're on a 9-game winning streak.
They are.
You know, no all-star starters were selected from
Nope.
from Phoenix, so I'm kind of watching face off of that. You know what I mean? They're ranked number 1 in defense.
Are they gonna have any All Stars?
Oh, for sure.
Chris
you know,
Paul is
on the
gonna be an
reserves.
all-star?
The point guard, of course, he's going to be an all-star.
Don't say of course.
Of
Like,
course,
it's
he should be right now. He should be an MVP candidate. Facts. I don't care if he's averaging only 14 and 10. His impact. You take CP3 off of Phoenix, they're nothing. It's just the bottom line. They are nothing without him. He created Phoenix Suns.
Okay.
Anyway, hot take, I guess. But yo,
All right.
number one in defense, number 1 in offense.
So they're
Chris Paul,
number one in,
AKA.
they're number 1 in defense because of Chris Paul.
Of course.
Okay. All right. Of course. Okay. Yeah. Chris, so
Yeah.
Let's
Let's go.
you want to get him or you want me to get him? Go ahead. You get him.
Are
You get
you
him.
are you right now? Can you right now say that Chris Paul has been more important to Phoenix than Steve Nash? Like his impact?
Impact?
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Yes. I mean, will Steve Nash was he a 1-time or 2-time?
Two-time.
2-time MVP?
Back to back.
Back to back, which is cool. Which is obviously I
cool.
respect that to
It's
the
not cool. Like,
point guard. That's
not
point
everybody
guard
does that.
status.
It's like-
You know what I mean? But
It's just cool.
let's just keep it. Let's keep it 1,000. Like it was the system that worked for him. Like you know what I mean?
Are we gonna get
and then
into the system thing again,
that push
man?
that Robert
Like,
Horry
you gotta
gave
be a
him.
player to
That
be in
push
the
that Robert
system.
Horry gave him. It ended everything when Amari Stoudemire left the bench and jumped on the court and he got suspended. And then
Stupid rule.
right, that was a dumb rule, but that cost them a championship. If he would have got a championship, we would not be having this discussion. But right now, what Chris Paul is doing is Steve Nash-esque. It is. It is. You take Chris Paul off of the Phoenix Suns, they are not number 1 in the West.
Hold on. The what? All right, Steve Nash in Phoenix, you're talking about a guy that probably won an average 55 games every season, right?
Every season.
Like every season,
Right.
right? And here's why I still get Steve Nash over Chris Paul when it comes to the Phoenix Suns. I'm not saying Chris Paul is not better than Steve Nash, or I'm just talking about the Phoenix Suns right now. Steve Nash could have made me money, you money, and you money.
Right.
Like he made a lot of people
He
money.
did. Amari,
You know what I
Sean
mean?
Marion.
He made Sean Marks money. That's why he's not
Yeah,
getting fired
like-
right
Right.
A lot.
That's
He's
true
on
too.
fire
That's,
right
that's
now.
a good
Forget
point.
about
now.
those.
He's a hell of a player, but coach.
We're talking about like Raja Bell.
Yeah.
No,
Like
good point.
Like,
Where,
you know,
where is Raja Bell right now?
He has a hell of a podcast still.
Like, you know what I mean? So
So
like, that's the thing that Steve Nash like. He does. He
Right.
did. You know what I mean? And that offense, like 8 seconds or less. Like,
yeah, that was dope.
it
That was dope.
It's crazy.
But it's different times now. Different times. It's different times.
But
Steve Nash, Chris Paul is kind of doing what Steve Nash did back then. He's making everybody better. Bismack just came on the roster. And Bismack is looking like a legit center
Why
in the
didn't
league.
the Raptors pick up?
Look
He
at
was
that.
once
See how you're
here.
talking right now? See how you're. That's because of Chris
saying.
Paul. I'm just saying.
yeah,
I'm just saying, man.
Well, you know, I get it. I appreciate. What
I don't
Chris
get
Paul
it,
did.
but that's okay. Who
Well,
do you have? Who do you have?
my team watch like it's simple. It's the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yes, I'll give you
It's the
that.
Cavs, man.
They're looking good. They're
8-2
looking good.
in their last 10. Okay,
They just beat the Bucks on Wednesday.
third in the
And
third in the East.
Third in the East.
Like
They're
come
tied
on,
for
JB
they're tied for third.
Bickerstaff.
They're tied for third in the East, 13 and 19
Yeah,
record.
yeah, 30 and
They just-
19.
Yeah, they
yeah,
just smacked. They just
JB
beat,
Bickerstaff.
They just smacked the Milwaukee
Milwaukee
Bucks last
Bucks.
Wednesday.
Yo, but here's the kicker. They have 8, count them, 8 people in averaging double figures.
It's similar to the Raptors, like you know what I mean.
No.
Listen, coach. I agree with that, but when I seen Cleveland Cavaliers get bailed out by the rest when we played them the first time in the Scotiabank. Let me just finish. When we played them in the Scotiabank Arena, and they won by a free throw. Garland got a touch foul free throw to win the game.
How long? When is that game?
I don't care when it was. It was
Months
this
ago?
season.
Okay, hold
And
on,
then when
hold
we
on.
played them in
Continue.
when we played them in
Hold on,
Cleveland, when we played them in Cleveland, we had nobody because everybody was COVID restricted. So
But
good call, but
But
I'm still
here's-
not
they
sold on
just-
them baby Cavs.
They beat Brooklyn.
Who hasn't
They
beat Brooklyn?
They
man?
beat the Bulls and they beat Milwaukee.
Okay, I'll give you that.
you
man.
have
I'll give you that, man.
Who else you want
Raptors
to
beat
beat?
Milwaukee too, man. Like I'm just saying, man.
Without
And-
Giannis twice.
Not to mention, not to mention,
Giannis
we're
played the
talking-
last
we're
time.
talking about-
We season sweep them.
We're talking
You can look
about,
at me when I
like,
say that.
We're talking about like COVID and all that, but they're still doing it without Colin Sexton. He's hurt. Like,
He was the cancer on the team.
He's nah.
That just awoken Garland. Garland would not be
what?
Garland right now if Sexton was there.
I might agree. I don't
No,
agree
no,
with this
no.
guy
Hold-
often, but I wasn't a Colin Sexton guy. I think him getting out of there.
It's a gift
really,
and a curse.
Really unlocked Garland.
A gift and a curse
Garland
at the
is
same time.
their guy now, and Sexton is not going to come off the bench.
they're probably gonna look to
out of
trade
there.
him. He's probably
gonna
done.
be out of there. And he
I don't know.
tore his knee up. So
I think for me, I think it's like it's a good problem to have.
Great.
no,
problem,
it's
that.
It's a good like when you look at their guard play, right, is better than any guard play you have at the Raptors, right?
Nah. Freddie and Gary Trent right now.
Okay,
We'll ice that. We'll deal with that.
that is my team
We'll
watch
deal
as
with
well.
that. Like I said, you guys won.
Cavaliers.
When you guys played against us with a full squad, you guys got bailed out by the ref to win the game.
Rookie watch. Who do you have?
Come on, you know who I got. Scotty Barnes. Bottom
Okay.
line.
I don't.
You know what I
he
mean?
had- he had 2
When I
games of
talk
8
about
points
Scotty
this
Barnes,
week.
I got to base it off of the 2 games that he played. He didn't
did.
play
He
against
played- he
Charlotte.
played- he
2
played
games. He
games
played
this
against
week. He had
Bulls,
8.
lost, gave him 16, 5, and 7 with a questionable call.
When did they play the Bulls? They just played the Bulls one last.
Yes, sir, bro. I'm only
Okay.
basing on the last 3 games.
All right.
Right?
And he had 8 and 8, right?
No. Can I give you a fact, a
He
stat
had 8
fact?
and 8. Come on.
When he played against the Bulls this past week,
Right.
gave him 16, 5, and 7. All right? With a questionable call by the ref,
Hold on.
fouling out or ejecting.
Can I say something? Because I hear this a lot. Like, y'all got to stop blaming the refs for everything. man.
They make $250,000 a year. Get the call right, B.
listen,
No emotions.
When they win, it's nothing. When they lose, it's sometimes y'all just lose.
No, I'm not knocking that.
Sometimes y'all just lose. And the reality of the matter is, you don't have any superstars, right? That's one. You don't have any.
Don't need it.
You don't have any all-stars. You have a borderline all-star. Maybe
Pascal's been an
and-
all NBA. Come on, coach. What are you talking
man.
about?
Bro, just because you've been it once, it doesn't mean you're it.
But he got injured the following year.
No, but just because you've been it once, it doesn't mean you're it. Is he going to be all-star this year?
He should be, but he's coming off an injury.
No, he's not.
Look at his numbers last month.
I think he's been hooping. I think he has a real good shot at being an all-star this.
Because KD
This
ain't
year.
playing.
We'll talk about it, but
KD ain't
his
playing.
number-
I don't have him there.
His numbers and since he's been back, He's been hooping. I put that question out, and a lot of people said no, he's not an all-star.
Shout out everybody that follows hip hop hoops. I see the messages, but boy, some of you guys are just a little off.
My
Real talk.
my rookie watch.
Real talk, man.
My rookie
Hold on, but I wasn't done though.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
You know what I mean,
My
and
bad.
then we played against Miami yesterday. Got that win. How much did Scotty Barnes have in triple OT? 22, 9, and 3. I'm just saying, man.
You're hiding the numbers from early in the week, but it's okay.
Yeah.
The 8. You're
Triple
hiding the
A,
8, but it's okay.
No. What happened to the Chicago game?
more minutes.
Was I right about the Chicago game?
What?
Did you search it up? I know she didn't bring it back, so I know I was right.
Yeah,
All right, let's
but
go.
no,
Let's go.
you're
Let's
hiding-
bring it
you're
back
hiding
because
the other
clearly
numbers. You're hiding other
I'm talking
numbers.
about the last 3 games.
No,
That's
you're
what
not talking about.
I'm talking about 3 games.
You just said 2 games.
I said 3.
You just
he didn't
said
play
2.
against Charlotte.
You just said
Played against
2.
Chicago. Played against Miami.
You just said
And I
2.
gave you those numbers.
This is
I
weekly.
gave you those numbers.
This is
B.
weekly. Give
It's
us
all
the
good,
weekly
man.
stats.
It's all
Anyways,
good.
go ahead.
All I gotta say is availability is the best ability. And,
Yes.
Yes.
Scotty Barnes. Like,
Scotty Barnes, don't be caught up in the fashion and stuff. Like, just
Let's
be
get
a
healthy.
hooper. Be a hooper, man.
Let's get like this off and on. You're on the court one day. You're not on the court for next 2 days.
Yo, man, he's hurt. Bad knees, bad wrists.
Right.
Bad
Good.
knees. The
He's
guy's
working.
12. How he got bad
Swollen
knees already?
You can't.
Swollen knees, man. Swollen
can't
knees.
be-
Swollen knees.
You can't be rookie of the year and you play 30 games. That's just my
He's
opinion.
not going to play 30 games. He'll play more, but anyway.
Evan
you know.
Mobley. It's not even close.
Yeah.
It's not even close.
It is close.
It's
but-
not. It's
Yeah,
not
man.
even close.
It's not close.
Like when LeBron left the Cavs, right? Cleveland, the place is a dump, right? There's nothing to look at.
Right.
This is the first time since forever that the Cavs are watchable, and Evan Mobley is the reason why.
He got a twin tower with him.
He's
anyway.
but I'm saying he's the reason why. He's
I mean,
still
he got
putting
a-
up.
he got a
he's
twin
still putting
tower.
up 15 and 9.
Hey man,
Still putting up 59 as a rookie.
And he's gonna contest everything.
that's cool.
Everything.
He's gonna get dunked on a lot
and
too.
He's tough.
No, I'm not knocking
on
it.
Giannis.
He's tough. Like he doesn't look like a scared rook out there. He's a guy that's out there. He's banging. He
Sounded
doesn't
like
care.
Scotty
He's
Barnes
you
to
know?
me, man. But anyway, the numbers don't lie, man. We'll see.
It's not Scotty Barnes can't be a rookie. Can't be the rookie.
You'll see when it happens. It happens.
Anyways, that was my rookie watch. I was leaning towards Cunningham.
Yeah.
He had a 35-point game.
This is his.
But the problem is that they're just losing.
They're losing.
So that's the only reason why I slightly went with Scotty Barnes. And
Right.
this is a week by week thing.
Yeah.
Like he played Denver twice in the week. Like they're not gonna beat Denver. They couldn't even beat us.
Yeah.
Like they're not.
They're
Like,
not.
you know what I mean?
good
Like
enough.
they're not good enough.
They're not
But
good
he's doing his thing,
Yeah.
and you see how he went from not being even mentioned
Right.
Yeah.
to now he's in the conversation.
Nah, I mean,
right? So he's number
he's
2
hooping
behind
now. He's
Mobley.
hooping now. I'll give you that.
He just had 34, and then he had 34, 8 and 8, and then he had a game. And they played Denver twice in the week. They only played twice. They
played
tonight.
Miami twice in the week. Like, I'm just
so
saying.
I picked Mobley.
If you're gonna be if you're gonna be in the losing side of a squad,
Yeah.
and you're gonna win rookie of the year, you have to put up crazy
The
numbers.
numbers got to be crazy.
Yeah.
Definitely,
Like-
I agree with that.
That's the thing. He
Like
scored
crazy.
8.
Yeah.
Like he scored 8 on I want to say Wednesday. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I had to pick Mobley because he was so consistent,
He's consistent.
and then they beat the Bucks.
Like,
and he
But
banged
Raptors
on-
beat the Bucks.
and he dunked on
What?
Giannis.
We beat the Bucks. We swept them this year.
You remember when
Yeah, but
2
Giannis
without
wasn't even
Giannis,
playing.
1 with.
Yeah.
So what
you remember,
are you
remember
saying?
when Allen Iverson won rookie of the year? They won like all of like 14 games.
Something like
but
that,
it was like
yeah.
it almost every like
He just
25.
averaged
Right.
like 30.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And there was a stretch where we averaged like 7 games of 40
Yeah.
or something crazy like that.
He
So it was
went
like
nuts. He went
it was
nuts.
And
But they built that
Stephon
around him.
Marbury, if you remember, when he was at the Timberwolves, they went to the playoffs. You know what I mean? And his numbers are kind of okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like right up there. But those numbers that Allen had was just crazy.
Crazy. Kind of reminds me of the whole Carmelo LeBron thing. Carmelo went to the playoffs. Should have been MVP. He should have got co-rookie of the year. I felt that.
He should have got rookie of the year by himself.
You feel
if
me?
You ask me.
LeBron was gonna get it regardless, but
Because
it should have went
the
co.
numbers were similar. The numbers were very, very similar. I think maybe LeBron averaged like some assists, but
Carmelo brought him to the playoffs.
went to the playoffs.
Right.
You know what I mean? With Denver. He did have a better team. He
Yeah,
did
but-
have Kenyon and those guys like
Yes.
that. So
I was when
You know.
when that happened, like I wasn't mad that LeBron won, and I wouldn't have been mad if Carmelo won.
Yeah,
it was like one of those things, right?
Right.
But
Nobody else had a chance, though.
why I leaned LeBron is because of the hype,
Yeah.
and he lived
And
up
he
to
backed
it.
it up.
You know what I mean? Like he lived.
I'll never
up to
forget
it.
I'll never forget his first game when he played against the Kings.
Yeah,
And
like,
that was like the most watched game.
Game
Everybody
ever,
was on
yeah.
it, and he gave like 25. He did his damn thing.
He
I
did
was
his
like,
thing.
ooh,
you know what
okay.
I mean? So
on to something.
and he's still doing it. It's crazy to me.
Yeah, he's still doing this thing, 100%.
Yeah.
He's carrying the Lakers.
He is carrying
Yeah,
the Lakers.
empty
Not-
calories, though.
He's carrying them to nothing.
Empty
but-
Yeah.
calories. A whole
He's
lot of
doing his
empty
job.
calories right now.
All-Stars.
Yes. The star-
Andrew Wiggins was named a starter.
Hell yeah.
Don't say hell yeah.
Hell yeah, well
Don't-
deserved.
Hold on.
Hell yes.
Listen, Andrew Wiggins, I'm super happy and proud. Shout out to Gus. That's his guy, of course. He's
Von's
a starter.
finest.
He's a starter.
Yeah.
But we have D-Book. We have Gobert. Should he be an all-star starter? No doubt about he should be an all-star. But should he be a starter is the
Yes.
question.
Here's my thing, right? And I think people look at Andrew and think, oh, he's a third option and all this stuff, right?
Right.
But we have to stop minimizing that
Bottom
Right?
line. Thank you.
because I always say to kids, start in your role.
That's it.
So if you're a third option,
Starting that.
star in that.
Bottom
You know
line.
what I mean? Like, don't try to be that second don't try to up anybody. Just start in your role.
That's it.
Right? And people have like short-term memory, right? So like people don't say nothing about Jamal Crawford, right? Six man, right? He was
Right.
always a third option.
Always.
But he's the greatest six man of all time.
Right.
We praise
Yeah.
him for that,
Yeah.
right?
Lou Will.
Star in his role.
Lou Will,
Yeah.
right?
Well.
Manu Ginobili.
Yeah. Oh, he's a Hall of Famer.
But I think the
Right.
difference is because I have this conversation all the time with Bo where he tries to rip Andrew, and I'm just like, man, Wiggins been averaging like 18 in his career.
His
He's
career,
not a
yeah.
bust. Like
No,
we've
no.
seen number one picks that didn't really pan out. Like no disrespect, Anthony Bennett,
Yeah.
just didn't pan out.
Right.
Finch
Shout
guy.
out AB, man. He's sick as nails, man. Just the right situation. Don't
Yeah,
worry
Finch
about it.
guy, but he
Anyway.
didn't pan out.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
No,
you
one draft
you
pick.
got guys like who else was Greg Oden just didn't work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Injury
This
got
guy's
him.
been averaging 18 in his
All the time.
career.
Yeah.
So how is that a bust? It's not a
Right.
bust to me.
Not to
It
mention,
can't be.
like I'm watching Andrew, like
Yeah.
in Minnesota, and I said, whoa, averaging almost 20.
Yeah.
And
He had a couple years.
and,
And the
he's
deep-
an elite defender,
Oh,
like
yeah.
an elite.
And on top of that, coaches are prepping for him.
elite defender.
Like defensives are like the defensive strategies is to stop Andrew and to
Yeah.
sprinkle some cat in that. You know what I mean?
That who's
Everybody. He's one of the go-to guys
Right.
on the Minnesota Timberwolves.
you're talking about when he was playing for Minnesota.
exactly.
Oh, I thought you were
Even-
saying we're Golden State. Oh,
Even
okay.
I mean, no.
Yeah,
The
about Curry.
fight's not fixed no more. So when he's at Golden State, the fight's not fixed. You got to guard him one-on-one. Now he's an all-star
Played
starter.
excellent defense yesterday.
Now he's an
by the way.
all-star starter.
he's
He
been
played excellent defense
he's
yesterday.
been
against
playing
Kyrie.
excellent defense, but no one watched.
No one watched.
No,
That's just the bottom line.
No one watching. All everybody could say was he's number one pick. He's not doing enough.
That's it.
You know why?
Yeah.
Because the standard is so like LeBron James, like number one pick. Like not everybody's gonna be LeBron
How many
James,
number
man.
one picks end up being like LeBron though?
It's not. You know what I mean? Like
It's the draft, right?
That's it.
Like when you think about the draft year in and year out, it's more wrongs than rights,
Right.
right?
Right.
It's more wrongs than rights.
That's it.
Like you get into the top 20, you'll see more misses than hits.
Right.
You know what I mean? You have
You're right.
like 3 or 4, maybe 5 hits. You know what I mean? Andrew didn't say, "Hey, pick me number one." He was just like, "I was just there and they picked him
They
number
picked
one."
him
You know what I mean?
Bottom line.
You know what I'm
when
saying?
you're 6'8",
And who knows how it would have been had he actually teamed up with like Kyrie in Cleveland
Imagine.
instead of getting traded to
Imagine.
Minnesota.
With LeBron.
Nobody really does well in Minnesota.
I always thank you. Thanks for
Kevin
bringing that up.
Love. Kevin Love.
people
People.
30 and 15 for years, and
Yeah,
couldn't even
but-
sniff the playoffs.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
And like I always said, Kevin Love isn't as great as he was in Minnesota. He wasn't that great of a player.
Right.
But he's not as bad as he was when he went to like Cleveland. Like it was somewhere in between.
Right.
But nobody wins in Minnesota. It's Minnesota. Like,
on,
like
I feel like our
KG couldn't win in Minnesota. So
and KG had Latrell and Sam Cassell.
bottom line and Zerbiak.
You know what I mean? And Wally.
And Wally, man.
You know what I mean? KG had
Facts.
Steph.
Facts.
couldn't win.
Couldn't
get it done.
win.
Couldn't get it done.
You know what I
man.
mean?
So,
Like,
so the question is, does he deserve to be a starter?
he deserves to be.
I say yes.
He
Thank
deserves
you.
to be a. He deserves to be a starter because he's dominating his role. He's dominating his
Bottom
role.
line.
You know what I mean? And I'm happy for him. Like
Definitely
Super
happy.
stoked.
like
man.
I'm happy.
No,
for
this
him
is only
because-
the third All-Star that we have.
Yeah.
Jamal McGraw and Steve Nash. Like,
And-
that
and-
is major. And he's starting?
Yeah.
And as a professional basketball player, like when he retires, you wanna have that on your name. Like I was an All-Star.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was an
Yeah.
All-Star.
Bottom
Like,
line.
you know what I mean? So like
Bottom line.
I'm happy for him. So I'm not mad that he's an All-Star starter. I'm just happy that he got in. Like for me, I don't think it was wrong. Like East or West. I think they got it right.
Starters.
Starters, they got it right.
They got an A. They didn't get an A plus. The damn fans.
They got it right.
They got an A.
Where'd they come up short at?
They got an 8 out of 10.
Where'd they come up short?
I think they fell short with Trae Young. No disrespect to Trae. You just got the win today against the Lakers. But anyway, great win. They're on like a 5-6 game winning streak right now.
7 games.
7 game. My apologies.
7, yeah.
Right? And I feel like who else was there?
DeRozan.
Zach
DeRozan.
LaVine should have been on it.
The starters?
Right, on the starters. And you know what? I feel like Chris Paul should have been on it, man.
But that's West.
Sorry.
Who they make the mistake in the West?
In the West, they made the mistake with Ja Morant.
Oh,
Anyway, okay, so
So
all right, moving along.
Just
moving along here.
straight fact.
You gotta deal with this every week, bro.
It's straight fact.
Yo, no, hold on.
Every
Ja
week.
Morant's an all-star.
Let me-
but not a starter over Chris Paul.
Let me say something here.
Do we have the highlight? Can we put the highlight
should
with
show
John Morant
highlights
did
all
yesterday?
day.
Let me
With the
say
windmill
something.
dunk?
Wow.
Let me say
Take
something.
away
right
his
here.
athleticism, then what?
Oh my
I see
God.
a Derrick Rose,
Oh my
Westbrook all over again, man.
Make
His
Shaq,
feet,
make
his feet.
Come
Shaq,
on, man.
make Shaq 6 foot. Like,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like for me, like look,
We're talking about Memphis, who is 35-17.
Let
I'm
me tell
talking
you-
about Phoenix that is number 1 in the league.
can I?
That's what I'm talking about.
like
Because of
John
Chris
is
Paul.
like an
Can you-
MVP.
Ja
He should be
is
not-
Ja is 2 to 3 years away from being the best player in the league.
Maybe.
There's no maybe about it, bro.
Maybe. Because when you took him off the team, they still went on like an 8-game winning streak without Ja Morant.
No.
They had it. Check it up.
That's
Check
a
it up.
mistake, sir.
It's
That's
not a mistake.
No, that is.
They
definitely
did their
a mistake.
damn thing. They were
No, no,
above
no.
water.
They were winning without Dylan Brooks.
No,
not
they were
Ja
winning
Morant.
without Ja Morant.
no.
Why do
Maybe
you
a
think
game-
the man?
maybe a
Why do you
game
think
or
Ja
two,
Morant,
but
when he
not
came back and they lost, they were like, maybe I came back too soon or whatever.
no, not
And they had
8
somebody in the
games,
crowd.
sir.
Somebody in the
This
crowd said, "Yo,
Not 8
Ja Morant,
games.
you came back too soon."
I would agree with you if this was.
This is going viral tomorrow. I tell you that.
I would
It's
agree
going
with you
viral tomorrow.
if John Morant was a guy that went to Kentucky and he was supposed to be this one and done number one.
I'm
this and
knocking that.
You know what I mean? Like
I'll never discredit that.
He's man made, like he made himself.
Made
into
himself.
that. You know what I mean?
No one's even talking about Zion
There's
right
not why I say he's gonna
Right.
be. He's 2 to 3 years away from being the best player in the league because he's gonna continue to grow. Because in his mind, I'm still a kid from Murray State that no one wanted me. No big schools really
Right.
wanted me.
Right.
And
You
look
know
at
what
the
I mean?
attitude that he plays with. Like, he doesn't even care who you are.
Are we talking about attitude now? Everybody has confidence in the league. That's why they're in the NBA.
Everybody has.
Everybody
so
has
when
it.
Stanley Johnson is wide open at the top of the free throw line.
Well, Messiah already told the man that
confident?
he's not that. Like,
What are you
love
talking
you, Stan.
about?
Bro,
Not everybody
love
has
you, Stan.
confidence in the
I'm
league.
saying, bro.
You already know I'm a Sixer fan.
Right.
Simmons had no confidence.
None.
He lost it. He lost it against Atlanta.
He has no confidence to come back to the game.
He had no confidence to shoot the basketball. Zero. Right?
Right.
So Markelle Fultz had no confidence.
So that's incorrect statement. What you're
You know
saying.
what I mean?
No, it's not an incorrect.
like-
You're bringing up these two
Incorrect.
guys.
There's
I'm telling you.
plenty that we can
No.
can't even think of. There's so
okay,
many,
can we get
bro.
back to Ja real quick? I'm
Hold on.
just saying.
Okay, so hold up. So are you saying that Chris Paul should replace John Morant?
Yes.
Okay, moving along here.
So hold on.
No. But why do you
hold on, hold on.
why do you say
Moving
no?
on.
Why do you say no?
Here's the
Moving
thing.
along.
Here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. When I look at an all-star,
Yeah.
I'm looking at what you bring to the table production-wise for your squad,
Right.
and I'm looking at the excitement that you bring to the game,
Okay.
right? Ja Morant's all that. And I'm not saying Chris Paul is not that, but Chris Paul's, he's at the tail end. You know what I mean? It's now move over. Ja Morant is the new
Guy's giving
kid
you
in
20.
time.
He's giving you 26, 6 rebounds, and 7 assists.
Yeah.
That's what he's giving you a night.
All right, and he's third.
He's
and
giving
what
you-
is he,
and-
third or fourth in the West?
He's third.
Okay, who's first? And because of who? That's my only argument. So you can keep
Like he's
coming with
giving-
the
he's
stats,
giving you
but I'm
that.
telling you what it is.
What
you
is-
take Chris Paul
and-
off of
and-
Phoenix, they ain't doing that.
And he's exciting to watch.
I'm not knocking that, but
He's
point
exciting
guards,
to watch.
I love watching the pick and roll game. I love seeing this guy take over in the fourth quarter when it counts. Because when the playoff comes around, please believe me, they're going to gap the heck out of Ja Morant, and he better hit that trade ball, bro. What are you
So-
talking
so
about? Don't be
Chris
a
Paul,
prisoner
right?
of
Chris
the
Paul,
moment.
no,
That's
but
all
you-
I'm saying.
But you gotta remember too.
15, 5, and 10.
You gotta remember too.
yeah,
All right.
Chris
yeah,
Paul
yeah,
has
it's a double-double, right?
Chris Paul had some great teams that he came up short with in his prime.
Okay, he got hurt.
Like those like
got hurt.
Those
Oh
no
my
those
God.
clip
That's just off of usage.
Those Clippers-
blame the
those-
coaches. I
those
blame the
Clip-
coaches
All
for
those
that.
good teams
Those
that he had
Clippers
with
team-
the Clippers.
Yeah, those
got
Clippers
hurt.
Sacked.
Those
He got
Clippers
hurt.
Couldn't
teams-
get it done.
He got hurt.
That's
took
on
out,
him.
Get it done.
took out the Spurs, and what happened the next series?
That's on
got
him.
hurt.
That's
For
really on
Houston,
him.
when he was with Houston.
Got hurt.
So what did you just say?
Availability.
Your
yes.
best ability
is availability. That's a very good point.
That's on you. So
All right.
like
Well,
for me,
we'll
like,
see.
like
Maybe
they-
Enjoy
they-
the moment.
maybe he-
Enjoy the
maybe he
moment,
needs to work out with
Ja.
his
You're a
best friend
starter,
LeBron.
man. We'll
So
see what happens,
we
baby.
got in the East, DeMar,
yeah.
Trey Young, Giannis,
Mhm.
JoJo,
Yeah.
Joel Embiid, and then who was the fifth?
KD's playing, but
KD's
he's
gonna be hurt,
KD.
right?
Right.
KD got it, and then in the West we got Ja Morant,
Steph
Curry,
Steph,
Wiggins,
Wiggins,
LeBron.
LeBron,
and
and
Joker.
and Jokic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Like I
You
said,
know what I mean? Like for me, Chris Paul's gonna get in, right?
he's gonna get
He's
it.
he's gonna get in.
Yeah.
Devin Booker's gonna get in. But
And I
So
feel like Zach Levine over Trey,
So he
Chris
said
Paul over Ja. That's what I'm saying.
Replace Ja with CP3.
Yes.
okay, so
Keep Wiggins in there. And
Yes.
do
of course.
you have any? Who do you have as your reserves?
As my reserves.
Okay, all right. You know what? Let me give you my East reserves.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay, I'll give you my East reserves and I'll give you my West reserves.
Okay, cool.
Right? So I have Lonzo Ball. Okay? I got Lonzo in there, Lonzo Ball. No, LaMelo. I'm sorry. LaMelo.
Okay, I was gonna say
LaMelo.
that was
LaMelo.
a little
My
iffy
apologies.
for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
LaMelo.
iffy for me.
LaMelo.
Yes, go
Yeah,
ahead.
you guys went
Go
silent. I was
ahead.
like, yeah, shot it. LaMelo.
Okay, good.
The L's got me, right? LaMelo. I have Zach Levine.
Okay.
Okay? I have Darius Garland.
Yes.
Okay? I have,
Oh.
because, bro,
Oh.
it's in Cleveland. You got to remember
Gotta
that,
have one of them.
right? You gotta. I have Jared Allen. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I have Jared Allen in there. I have Jason Tatum. Okay. I have Jason Tatum. I have, again, in Cleveland, I have Evan Mobley. I'm bypassing this rookie, sophomore, international, whatever game that they play, and I'm putting him up. I'm putting him with the big boys right away.
Yes,
right?
sir.
And my final pick, cousin number one, I gotta put Jimmy Butler in there. And you can't have no heat. So Fred, no. Pascal, nope. You know what I mean?
I like your reserve.
No, I mean, because
But
you're a
hold on,
Philly
hold
guy.
on.
I see the jacket in the locker room.
I know, but hold on.
Like, man.
I like your reserve,
Ugh.
but Evan Mobley can't do it for me. I gotta put Freddie in there. Freddie
Okay,
is an
okay.
all-star. I gotta have Freddie in there.
Okay.
Here's the reason why.
have to.
Here's the reason why.
I gotta have Freddie
Because-
in there.
Woods, right? He'll
Listen,
hold on.
he ain't convinced me about this now.
He'll say, and I watch the show, and he'll talk about the importance of wins. Only when it's about other teams. But when it comes to the Raptors, it doesn't matter.
You need to come on more often.
We are
You gotta come on more often.
hold on,
You
hold
need
on.
to come on more often.
We are eighth
Hold on.
in
Yes,
the
right?
East.
So
Okay.
You gotta come on more often.
you just penalized John Morant and said, what are they? What, third? John Morant
Yes.
third?
Yes.
But then you want Freddie, who's
Got him. Got
Hey,
him.
no,
Got him.
but you can-
all-star.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Got
Like,
him.
Yo,
Yeah.
Coach
Got him.
D, you're my OG,
Yeah.
and you're 99% right
Got
all
him.
the time. But you just said Jason Tatum.
Right.
He's like in 10th, 9th, 10th,
He's
9th,
No,
10th,
hold on,
11th
hold on. But
in the East.
Hold on.
He can't be over Freddie right now.
But he's where you are. Because 7, 8, 9, 10, it's that playing
It's the
crap.
same
Maybe
thing.
he's in
It's all the
11.
same crap. You know what I'm saying? So you guys are all bunched in to crap.
I mean, it's all good, but
Right?
I'm just saying, right now you got to base it by the standings.
They're
in eighth.
They're ninth.
And
They actually have they have a 26 and 25 record. We're 24 and 23. The Raptors.
that's what I'm
But
saying.
we had a lot of games postponed, though. We had a lot of games
You're splitting
postponed.
hairs, right?
I mean?
Both teams are one game over 500. Ooh, right? You know what I'm saying? But it can't be like if Memphis is only third, Josh shouldn't be there. But Fred, I like him, so I want to put him there. You know what I mean? That's my thing. That's why. That's the only reason why. If Fred was out of that plan and he was like 6, 7, I'm putting him in there. I'm putting him in there. I'll give you my West too, right?
Okay.
I'll give you my West. So Chris Paul, okay, Devin Booker. I got Donovan Mitchell, Rudy Gobert. You're gonna have Luka in there. You're gonna have, to me, Anthony Edwards. I'm gonna put him in there, and then Karl Anthony Towns.
No love for
Two,
D'Lo.
so two Timberwolves. No Luka. No Luka.
No.
He said
I said Luka.
You said Luka. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm not mad at that.
I like that, but that's
The West is
putting in two
I'm not-
Timberwolves. You know what I mean?
So
eye test. You're like, yo, they deserve it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that comes back to me saying, Freddie, you deserve it over
no, but the
Tatum's
problem
of the world, and even Garland and Garland. Like I said, that's why Trae Young, to me, shouldn't even be an all-star.
because the West,
but
the West is like, this is the first time in a long time the West's been really like, you know what I mean? It's been
the
like,
East is better than the West. Can we say that? Can we agree to that?
Yeah. You know what I mean? And I'm not putting Anthony Day-to-Day Davis in there, right?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Well, that's a nice one right there.
I'm not putting Anthony
Bo.
Day-to-Day Davis
Bo,
in there.
Bo,
He
I'm
doesn't-
sorry, Bo.
I don't care.
Has nothing to
I
do with
didn't say
that.
it. This
Always
time.
hurt. He's always hurt.
You know what I mean? Like,
I didn't say it this time.
he didn't play enough for me, so it's like I just go with that. But those are my reserve. Like, I penalize Freddie because of where he is.
Right.
That's it. And because it's in Cleveland, that's why I have 3 Cavs.
Yeah, I mean, three
Like,
Cavs. I mean, that's crazy.
Nothing good happens in Cleveland. No one says, "Hey, you know what? I want to go to Cleveland."
They're always on first 48. But
You know what I mean? Like,
Oh,
I want to go.
first 48.
Yeah, it's a great show. A great show. They tell real quick.
a lot of telling over there, but
Holy.
Getting the stage that they tell in Cleveland,
Yeah.
but
All right,
like
no,
outside
you know
of
what?
that, you know what I mean?
We'll
I'll give
see.
Cleveland a
You know
little,
what?
little something.
Like I said, Coach D, I agree with you 99% of the time. I'm not gonna argue. Just for that 1%, I'm gonna let you know where I stand. You know what I mean?
Slug.
But we gotta wait and see. The reserves are coming out this week, I believe.
Yes.
So we gotta revisit this.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I'm not mad at that though.
Clearly, you're not.
But I want to, of course not. I want to know the best 10-day contracts, man. Who was the best 10-day for you?
Can I?
Go ahead.
I'm
Go ahead,
gonna go with
go ahead.
Bismack Biyombo.
That's a good one.
It's a
man.
beautiful story.
I don't know why we didn't pick it. Like he
I
was
know.
here and he did
He
so
was right
well
here, man.
Like
And-
he went to
and the
Charlotte, got
Masai-
his payday.
the-
Bring him
The
back.
Masai
crowd
and
loved him.
Bismack, you know,
I
they
don't know.
got that synergy. I'm like, it's
That
hurting
was a
me
good
right
one.
now. That was a great
That was a good
pickup. You know, I think he's gonna stay for the rest of the year now. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
he got signed for the rest of the year.
He definitely best in my eyes, best 10-day contract so far.
I'm gonna go with Stanley Johnson.
Hey,
Because he turned that that 10-day to a 2-year.
Right? And
Yeah.
it's a team option,
Mm-hmm.
like after the first year or whatever. But I'm going Stanley Johnson, and here's the reason why. Do you know how hard it is for like a young player to play on a veteran team?
yeah,
Right? And what he did was so smart. Like,
you said it already. Be a star in your role.
I'm just gonna defend. Like, y'all can do everything else. I'm just gonna defend, hustle.
Yeah.
You guys
Be
don't
a
want to run a
menace.
play for me. I'll run in transition. He's
Yeah.
doing all the right things, and like for me, they realize that they could utilize him more, especially on the defensive end, than Melo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And that to
Definitely
me was
than
like
Avery Bradley.
that's
So that's
don't
what
even
happened in
need
the
the
game
Avery-
today. I don't know if you guys watched the game today, but they took out Stanley. They were up 10. They took out Stanley and put Melo back
when
in.
I seen that.
Bam. Atlanta went up like 4.
My thing is, my bad. Melo, how come you didn't go in the Atlanta fan and look for an Atlanta fan? Go in the stands and look for an Atlanta fan to get mad at.
Calm down,
Like-
calm
You
down,
shouldn't have
calm
did
down.
that, bro. I don't
for
rate
me-
that, man.
For me, I look at Melo, right? And people are killing me because in the summer, oh, look at the Lakers. Oh man, this is a crazy monster, crazy team. I'm like,
monsters.
slow down.
Slow down.
It's
Slow
old.
down,
They're
bro.
old. They're old.
Yep.
This is not 2012.
Nope.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Nope.
like this is the problem that makes me mad about the NBA, right? Like, they take too long to say you're washed. Like, they just take too long. Like, they're the only sport, like, besides hockey, that take forever to say, yo, enough's enough.
Enough's enough, man.
You know what I mean? In the NFL, they'll get rid of you quick.
And who do we blame for that? I blame the media, man.
You know what I mean? They'll get rid of you quick.
Blame them.
In the NBA, they'll hold on to you until you're in a wheelchair, bro.
Yeah, man.
Trevor Ariza has to go.
Like,
Sorry.
Trevor Ariza.
Like,
Sorry.
Avery
You
Bradley.
gotta go.
Like,
I said Melo
on,
was
bro.
washed last year, and people came from my neck. Oh, every time Melo had a great game, once every like 18
they filled up
games,
Beloved. He's
your,
beloved.
your,
You know what I
your
mean?
DM got
They're-
filled up.
They killed me.
Come
I said,
on,
bro,
man, I know the
and
feeling.
I keep telling myself, yo, it's the exception, not the rule. Okay,
Bottom
he'll
line.
have those type of games, but not every night.
Not
you know
every
what I
night,
mean? And the
man.
fact that you have to contact me every 3 weeks
That says a lot.
to tell
Bottom
me that
line.
Melo had a good game, you're just doing me the favor. I'm telling you the
Facts.
truth. Like, he's
Proving my
washed,
point.
you
Proving
know?
my
You're
point.
proving my
You
point,
never
man.
had to do that with Melo. You turn on a game, Melo had 25.
Right.
You
Every
knew that.
night. You
knew
Every
it.
night.
Because he's
Every
getting to that
night.
line.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Doing it all. Now he's
like-
just settling, like, you know what I mean? He doesn't.
So-
Nobody wants to believe it, but it's the truth.
Stanley
man.
Johnson's my
So
pick.
you got Bismack.
I got Bismack, Stanley.
You know what? I love what Lance Stevenson. I think they should have gave him a 2-year deal or something like that
Yeah.
too, man. Like Indiana, you guys are terrible for that, man. Get that guy some money. But
Lance and Indiana, they mix well, man.
absolutely
Right? He had
You
the
know?
best years with the Pacers.
But
right?
I like Lindell Wigginton and I like Xavier Moon. Those are my guys.
Mhm.
I love
I love
that.
Lindell. Lindell's
Shout
family.
out Lindell.
That's
That's a-
family.
yeah.
That's family. Like
Yeah.
Good
my
luck.
wife. My wife is she's Scotian, right? Like her and Lindell's dad are cousins. Like they're
Right.
like you know what I mean. I'm gonna tell you this quick Lindell story, right? So I used to go to the black tournament in Scotia every
Right.
year,
I
right?
never
Legendary.
been. I never been.
You never been? Oh, you missed out. Bro.
Legendary,
You missed out.
legendary.
It was crazy. Like nothing like it, right? So, you know, going there when we were young, this and that. As we were getting older, Lindell started coming up.
Oh,
Right?
shit.
Lindell and his crew. Lindell was in high school,
Mhm.
maybe 10th grade, maybe at this time 10th grade,
That's what I met him at.
Right?
9th, 10th grade.
10th grade, right? So we played him, right? And we're grown. Our boys,
Yeah.
right? Played them, and like usually we run through these kids, like these kids. So we run through them. Yo, it was tough, right? It was tough. We ended up winning, right? So I go to the change room afterwards. I tell my homie, I say, "Yo, I'm out. I'm done. I'm not.
you said, "I'm Well, this quarterfinals, you just after
This was round robin because what they would do, right? What they would do is they want to get all the like teams that really don't deserve to be there out quick,
Right.
right? So they'll match you up, right? So we played them like second round, and Lindell was going ham. Now he was going. No one could check him, right? So after the game, we won the game. We're all sitting in the change room like this. Right? And I'm like, yo, I'm done. Like I'm out. I'm not coming back. Like I am not coming back here because this dude and his crew.
They ain't,
Nah,
they ain't going nowhere. They're
he
gonna
was
be here for
different.
a minute.
He was different.
He's
So
different.
shout out to Lindell.
Shout
I'm
out to
cool with
Lindell, man.
me and his dad are. We're real close. Me and
I'm
his
glad
mom
he got his
talk.
shot, man.
He deserved
He
it.
deserves it.
Yes.
So shout out to Lindell and Xavier Moon, man. He was playing
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Shout out to
With the Clippers.
CEBL, man.
Yes, sir.
Come
Yeah,
on, man. They're
Keep-
doing the thing,
Pump
man.
money into that league.
You gotta
They
pump
need
some
man.
dollars
They
into
need
that
Pump
league, bro.
money into
Yeah.
that league.
Do it, man.
More
Real talk.
TV.
Real talk.
So I want to know the biggest disappointment. What team is the biggest disappointment so far for you guys? And then we'll go with the biggest surprise.
Okay.
do
Well,
you have?
on the disappointing side, I got obviously the Knicks. I got Boston.
I just said one.
And
You
I
ain't gotta
sorry,
do
I'm gonna
15.
throw in 3 though. And Utah, man. You got the cheesing me right now.
Hold up.
Right?
You said Utah?
I said Utah.
You had
I said Utah, yes.
you had one right. It's the Celtics for me,
Right.
Right? and because there was a standard, right? And
It
everybody
was just
was
a stat. Thank you.
like everybody was like blaming Kyrie when Kyrie left, they got better. Yeah, they're 2 years away from winning a championship.
Haven't
2
won
years
nothing.
later,
Still can't win.
and you can't have two elite wings and struggle. Like in my opinion,
Bottom line.
in a wing dominated league,
And they're
They-
two-way.
you know what I mean?
Well,
They need-
Tatum's not that
they
much of
need
a
point
two-way,
guard.
but
They need a point guard to solve that, like a legit point guard.
but the problem with bringing in another point guard in today's game is that the days of a traditional pass point guard is dead.
But Kevin Pangos, they should have got him. Sorry, my bad. Shout out Kevin. But I was like, yo, if they would have got Kevin Pangos, and Shooter's nice too,
But the problem
to play the
is,
one on Boston.
But the problem is,
Kevin Pangos to play the one for
Yes.
the Celtics to
Yes.
start and run that offense.
him and the other point guard,
Okay.
they could have did a damn
the
thing.
problem
They
is
could have helped out, man.
your point guard has to go. Like he has to score now. That's just the way the game. Like Fred VanVleet's your point guard. Like, but you're not looking for assists from Fred.
No, he has to go. You know, I hear
Gotta
you.
go. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's where the league's going. So you put another scorer on there. Now Marcus Smart really has a problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because now
Feeling
it's
for
just
Smart
like
right now.
too much.
I think if they got a legit point guard that could shoot and really go, and you put Marcus Smart at the two, he can play defense, do all the dirty work. You need a Marcus Smart.
So you
on your
put
team.
you put Jason Tatum at the 4? You moving like kind of like a
Yeah.
hybrid
Because
4.
I would do that. I would do Tatum at the 4, and just I love Eric Williams.
Yeah.
Like he just cleans the glass on everything.
Jalen Brown at the 3, and then Marcus
know.
Smart, and then
Yeah, because I think Marcus Smart is important to that team because he does all the dirty work. Those guys don't want to do none of the dirty work, and you need a guy like you need a Draymond. You need a
Tatum definitely.
here's
does it.
where I'm gonna give Fred some love.
Tatum,
Right?
Tatum grew his hair and got tattoos. Everything went
Here's
downhill
where I
from
give
there.
Fred some love. Right here, Fred would be perfect
Yep.
for the Celtics, right? In that rotation, because that calming force that he has, like the combination that he has, right?
Yeah.
Calm those guys down. I think sometimes with Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown, they get sped up a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
know exactly what you mean.
They're down 10. I'm gonna come back
Some
in this,
home run shit.
in this possession
Yeah.
and get this 10-pointer that doesn't
Yeah.
exist. You know what I mean? And
Yo,
like
2 4-point plays in a bucket. Like, yeah,
settle
I got
down.
that.
You know what I mean?
that.
Settle
Yeah.
down. It's second quarter. You know what I mean? So I think you're right. Maybe a traditional point guard for that system would help just to facilitate to make sure. All right,
I agree.
Jay, I'm giving you some shots. Jalen Brown, I'm giving you some shots. Here you go, Marcus Smart, this and that. But in the league, they don't have any more traditional pass first point guards anymore.
And then surprising teams on my end. I'm gonna go. Well, surprising team.
Who's your disappointing team?
Oh yeah, sorry.
My disappointing team was Brooklyn. They should be the best
Yo.
team on earth.
Even with the Kyrie situation?
But see, that's
man.
why I'm disappointed. Like it's just a collective of things. Like
Yeah,
the
man.
Kyrie situation.
Harden
You
not wanting
know,
to
the
be there.
Harden just doesn't look like Harden
Colluding
that
with
we
Philly
know.
right now.
You know, then KD, obviously the injury and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
just a collective of things.
Oh, man.
They slid to like 6.
Yep.
And they have the
Yep.
best trio, I would think, together. Like Kyrie almost beat Golden State by himself, bro.
Yeah.
Like he almost beat him by himself yesterday.
You saw what Kyrie did to Steph,
Come on,
right?
Yeah,
Like-
but you know what the thing is? The East is so jumbled, right? It's so jumbled. Like
Last week they were like number 2 or something.
that's what I'm
like
saying. But today you're 2, tomorrow you're 8.
Right.
Like it's so jumbled.
That's what I'm saying about the
It's-
Raptors.
it's-
Like
it's-
we go on a
it's
3-game winning streak, we're gonna be in 4th.
Yeah, like you're there. You know what I mean? No one's out of it.
No one's out of
really,
it, man.
really, truly. And this is what's exciting about the NBA, the East. Like every game matters now.
Every game.
Like,
Yeah.
like, you know what I
Definitely.
mean? Because you could
First
fall
time.
real quick.
Right.
Yeah.
You can fall real quick. So
So let me just speed it up
yeah,
in regards to surprising teams. Obviously, I'll put Cleveland in there,
That's my
right? And if I could throw in another one, my bad. Memphis. They're my surprise teams. Sprinkle some Chicago in there.
Those are my 2 teams.
how do you not have a bottle of Advil right here, bro? Like
Come on, man.
we just spent like 30 minutes arguing like Ja. You know what I mean?
Listen,
Like, you know what I mean?
It
I'm just
happens
saying, man.
every day. Every day.
Come on, man.
Like I'm saying, like
It's
for
like
me,
Memphis is my
maybe
surprising team too.
like for me,
Seriously.
I look at the surprising team is only Cleveland. I think JB Bickerstaff is doing a great job,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I think he needs to. Him getting the extension.
Yes.
Well deserved. You know what I
Yeah.
mean. So I just wish nothing but the best for them, and Cleveland, I could watch you now.
They're a good watch.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Yes. So I want to do some hip hop real quick before we go. You know, obviously it's hip hop hoops. We talk about some hip hop. Donda 2 is dropping. Are you guys excited about that?
We'll see.
Donda 2.
Now that he's a single man,
He might come back with some.
He's heartbroken right now, so we'll see.
Okay.
The only person that makes great albums when they're heartbroken is Mary.
Mary J.
Mary J is the only one.
You know what I mean?
Mary J breaks up with someone. Get that out. Get 3 of those albums.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
So-
shout out Monet, man. Right now, her and Lorenzo are going at it right now. So yeah. That
But
goes.
I'm a little bit excited for that project. Nana too. Like Kanye was someone that I've always been excited about. His albums always hit. You know what I mean? Then it kind of just started missing. Like, so yeah, I'll take a listen.
I think he had the chip on his shoulder, so I'm looking forward to it.
He said no phone or no nothing. Don't bug him until the album drops.
You know what that means.
So
you know what that means. Shout out them boots.
Yeah, no, we're not shouting out those.
No,
like, but
yeah, man. Like, stop.
We're not doing
Oh,
that.
Like, Kanye, stop.
We're gonna see, he's a trendsetter. You're gonna see you see Fat Joe rocking it.
No,
you're
but
gonna see
those are
a
not the
bunch
same
of guys
boots. Those are not the
rocking
same
them boots.
Those are not the
But
same boots.
Oh, they're not?
No.
Oh, okay.
Just because you're a celebrity doesn't mean you should. Because some of this stuff that people are wearing is ridiculous.
Those boots are ridiculous.
They're ridiculous. And
Like, is he not hot? I see him in Miami with those boots. Are you not hot?
And
Your feet must stink.
the problem,
Athlete's feet,
the
man,
problem,
heavy.
the problem with fans too. Like, I'm a fan, but I could be real with my celebrity I'm more a fan with.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not it, bro. Nah, take that off. You know what I mean? I'm not one of those like, oh, you know. So
Yeah.
I agree. I got kind of ripped because I didn't have Drake in my top 5, and But anyway, that's another day. So Dr. Dre, he said Eminem in a versus verse, and then as soon as he put that up on on Twitter, Swiss Beats responded, Busta Rhymes. What do you guys? I know me and Dion had like it was one morning. I can't remember like a month ago.
We were just going back.
Me and him were having a battle in the DMs, throwing song for song.
I'll shout them both out because that's Shady Aftermath / Violator. But I'm going with Busta, man. Busta will. I'm not gonna say he's gonna eat that. He'll probably go 20 rounds deep, and it'll be a split decision type thing. But Busta got that.
I'm going with Bus only because the people that watch. I love M. And M, listen, I'm gonna speak clearly. Where's the mic? What camera am I looking at? This one
Right here.
Listen, okay. Eminem is top 10 of all time. I'm not asking. I'm telling
you.
Can we hear your top 10? Can we hear your top 10?
We had this discussion before. Remember?
But
right?
the people.
All right.
What's your top 10?
My top 10, right? We get rid of
in order.
I don't rank greatness. To me, once you're great, there's a room that you're in,
And that's it.
That's it.
Fair enough. I like that.
I don't do it with basketball. I don't get into LeBron first. I don't get into that because I don't believe in greatest. I believe in great ones. Right. So
I like that.
once I put
fingers for that one.
Once Kobe, Mike, Magic, Bron, they're on the same room. Who cares? They're eating at that same table. I'm dope. You're dope. Let's move on.
Yeah.
You could argue the second tier, rank those guys.
Yeah.
Because in hockey, you never hear a Wayne versus Lemieux argument.
Nah, they're all great.
They're great ones.
You know what I mean? Like you never. Who's better, Sidney or Wayne? You know what I mean? So that's the thing. But I have Eminem in my top 10. I'll come back and we could discuss that. I'll come back to that. But Jay-Z, but only because of who's watching versus.
Right.
But if I was to pick, Eminem has more smash hits than Busta. Busta has more fun records, but Eminem has more like his catalog.
So who would be the better performer? I would pick Busta.
Busta would be the better performer because he make you dance.
Come on, he had the dance hall. He had the dance hall in him, so you don't know.
If you're like
that goes.
If you're like me that listens to like lyrics,
yeah.
Eminem is stupid.
Eminem's ridiculous,
Yeah, he's nuts
bro.
in it, man. He watched Jay-Z on Renegade. We all know this.
But he watched a lot of people on a lot of tracks, bro.
This guy.
He watched a lot of like people said it. Like I'm not doing a song with him.
Bottom line, they know
You know
better.
what I mean? So That's the only reason why.
So Jim Jones, he's been, in the news, and he said he wants Kiss. He wants that smoke.
Leave him alone, man.
I don't want Cam. I don't want Jewels. This is not a Dipset versus Locks. This is Jim Jones versus Jada Kiss.
Right, so we're at hip hop hoops, right? So I'm gonna use a hoop analogy. Jim, you lose by 30. Okay, the game's over at half.
You can't. Summer Miami. Come on,
now. I'm playing my starters the first 3 minutes of the third quarter, and I'm sitting them. You will lose to Kiss. Easily.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
We just gonna leave it at that, man.
You know what I mean?
Bottom line, man. Facts.
I'm not asking.
So everybody's here with
He ain't asking, man. He's telling you. Kiss all day, man. Kiss all day.
I think Jim Jones has a puncher's chance, man.
So do I, and I have no hits. You know what I mean? If I show up, bro,
those are some big records right there.
Yo, Jim, I don't even think Jim can beat Cam.
That probably not. He wasn't even rapping back then, man.
I don't even think Jim could beat Cam.
You heard Cam's freestyle on Hot 97 the other day?
Everybody's posting that freestyle, but I don't think it was it. I don't think that freestyle was like that.
Cam's first album.
First off, his lips were ashy.
I think it's because of the teeth. I think it's the new teeth he got, man. The new teeth he got. He couldn't even tell.
Cam's first album, Confessions of Fire, is still one of the most underrated albums of all time.
We talked about that.
Okay,
that's a dope album.
Jim needs to just sit down and just take his L. And
man, he has a new project coming out as well. So he's doing his run. He
got a big record with the Migos.
Shout out Presser's on that too. So it's like, yeah, man, do your thing.
Well, there you have it, man.
Yes.
Hip Hop Hoops. This is the first episode.
Love the show, man.
Man.
You guys are
Shout out to our
thing.
guests, man. Dion, D Handles is in the building.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
Man.
Yo, I want to say one thing real quick before we get out of here. Keep doing what you guys are doing.
Yes, sir.
You guys are changing the game. This is amazing. The culture of just hip hop and hoops is what we love the most, and you guys are just keeping it alive. Yo, I want to see you guys. If I could can I make a guest request?
Go ahead.
Right,
Go ahead.
and I'll help.
Yeah.
2 people. I need you guys to get Nat up here.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Oh,
right. Let's get Nat up here. And get David Tyndall up here.
Ooh.
Right?
Make it happen.
I'll help facilitate that because I'll just let them tell their stories and what they're doing. You know what I mean? Because I'm around them. But it'll be dope, man.
They're welcome, more than welcome.
Come on, man. Doors open.
Fam.
Let's get in here, man. Let's do it.
Hip hop meets hoops. There you have it.
Yes.
People.
Out, man.
Think about it day to day, day and night. Last night I had a drink, and it felt so right.
Come on, man. CP3, I told you, man. CP3 over Ja all day.